Hi, my name's Gavin. I used to live in a little bit more remote places, and my favorite things to do usually involve playing in the woods on my bike or on my skis. After I got into a car accident in 2016, I found those things to be incredibly difficult to do. I tried as much as I could to do things the way that I used to do, but I found them incredibly hard. My desire for things to be normal was so overwhelming that I was incredibly blinded to things that I was not my old self about. I went and got a driver's license really quickly, but I kind of cheated my whole way through the test, and I wound up getting a car. But at the same time, after about a year, there was dents on all four corners. And little things like having to do a 3-point turn, I wouldn't do them. I would drive around the whole block. I figured out a way to do it, but it was also Gavin, you should know how to do a 3-point turn without denting your car. And the day that I decided I needed to stop biking, which was my former passion, I brought a bike to the BMX track and I got on top of the bike. I had the necessary speed to do everything, but nothing matched. None of the feelings matched what was going on in my eyes. And so I was very terrified because I used to ride at a level that was very high. And I knew that if I started riding that way again, I would hurt myself really fast. These are little things that the start of things not being normal. At the time, I had so many things that were not making sense in my life. When I stopped doing those activities, my entire way of life vanished from beneath me. The way that I made friends, the way that I socialized, the way that I identified with myself came from the time that I spent doing these things. The best part of the exam was when I got to try on what would be my eventual prescription, and I got to go walk around with them. I felt taller than I remember feeling ever in my life, and I grew none during that exam, I promise. And I definitely felt a lot more stable and more confident. And as I went and sat in the lobby, I felt a lot less anxiety because for the first time I was able to go and look around in a way that the lights and sounds and distractions were not something that was too much for me to handle. Over time, it was really exciting to see that go away. After the prism glasses and a combination of vestibular therapy, I'm able to operate in my own environment again in a way that I used to, and it's fantastic. Driving through what I used to be terrified of in traffic has now just become part of life. And that's a big deal because something that used to scare me to the point where I'd turn around and go home if it was a rainy day has now just become something that I can shrug my shoulders about and get done, and that's a big deal.